If you're fed up of carrying a full large carry bag when you just want to play a couple of holes with a half set at your local course, or maybe nip to the driving range with a couple of clubs, then the Sunday Golf Loma golf bag is the perfect pencil bag for you. In this review video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this bag, including all of its key features. I'll talk about how it has performed out on the golf course during the last few months of my testing, and I'll tell you why I believe it is the best pencil bag that I've ever owned. If after watching this video you decide you want to buy a Sunday Golf Loma or just browse their entire range, click on the link in the description which will take you to their website, and you'll also find in the description a 10% discount code which is Andy's Golf Blog, and that will save you 10% off of all products site-wide, so you can make a little bit of an extra saving. At just under £120, the Loma is one of the most affordable products on the Sunday Golf website, and it really presents great value for money. It comes in 12 colourways, so there's some dark bags there, light bags, or something a little bit more colourful like this one here. So depending on when you want to use it, at what time of year, or your personal preferences, there should be a colourway for you. What I like in particular about this bag is it just looks really stylish, really modern, and I quite like that it's actually fairly minimalistic. So there's not too much going on here. We do have a couple of bright colours, but aside from that, it's just a really good looking golf bag. In terms of delivery and packaging, I received it shortly after placing the order. It was very, very well packaged in a large box. It came in cellophane wrap, and what I loved was I was also given some really cool Sunday Golf stickers and a little bag of extra Sunday Golf tees, which were definitely appreciated. Packaging and price aside, let's now talk about the key features and on-course performance of this bag. So first of all, the purpose of this bag is it's designed to be used on a par 3 course or for a few holes in the evening, or maybe a trip to the driving range. So in that respect, it needs to be lightweight, it needs to be easy to move around, and that's exactly what this bag is. In terms of the capacity, this bag is designed to accommodate up to 6 golf clubs. Now it has a two-way divider, and generally when I take it out, I put in a maximum of 6 clubs. That's a good amount to be able to get the clubs easily in and out of the bag. However, I have occasionally tried a few extra clubs and I can get maybe 2 more at a push, but it does get quite difficult to get them in and out. If you are somebody who has the wider jumbo grips on your clubs, then you may find you might be comfortable putting 5 clubs in, but I think 6 could be a little bit of a challenge. It's also worth mentioning that the bag isn't terribly long. It's primarily designed to carry shorter irons, wedges and putters, so if you do decide to take longer clubs like your drivers or your woods in this bag, they will stick quite far out of the end, and that can be quite challenging trying to balance the bag as you carry it over your shoulder due to the length of those clubs. So it is probably recommended that you stick with irons, wedges and your putter. If you do like the look of the Loma though, but you're looking for something slightly bigger that can maybe accommodate more clubs or longer clubs, then you might be interested in the Sunday Golf Loma XL, which I'll put a link to in the description below. In terms of weight, the Loma is incredibly lightweight and weighs just under 1 kilogram. That's really important when you are using a pencil bag like this, because you don't want something that is too heavy, and this certainly isn't. Another thing that's really good about this golf bag is this handle on the top. So this is the first golf bag that I've ever owned that has a handle designed like this, but it is really, really sturdy, really robust, and it makes it super quick and easy to move this golf bag around, for example, around the greens or on the tee, or if you want to lift it in and out of your car. Finally, the strap on the top makes it super easy to carry this golf bag. It's a nice padded strap, it's well stitched, and it feels really robust. It's also incredibly easy to adjust the strap to get it to a position where it sits comfortably. The only thing I have noticed is whilst over one shoulder it's nice and comfortable when the bag is to your side, if you do position your bag around your back, it can be a little bit uncomfortable because there's no padding down the side of the bag, and therefore you can feel the club shafts into your back as you're carrying the bag. But generally speaking, if you just carry it over your shoulder to your side, it is absolutely fine. One feature you'll find on this pencil bag that you don't always find on these style of bags is a really high quality stand. Now in the past I've owned pencil bags which did not have stands, and I had to lay them down on the grass or prop them up against trees, and what I found is the bag quickly became either wet or dirty. With this, the stand is a really high quality stand. During all of my testing, the legs have never struggled to be deployed, they've never detached or become bent. It just generally works really, really well. Even on different ground, which maybe isn't so level, it does a really good job of standing up by itself. When you move from a carry bag to a pencil bag like this, quite often one of the things you have to give up is storage, but that isn't the case on the Sunday Golf Loma. To be honest, this bag has way more pockets and storage than any par 3 bag that I have owned in the past, and actually it's got more than some of my other carry bags. In total, it has 5 pockets, and it's amazing just how much space they've managed to cram into each of these pockets on this golf bag. On the top here, you have a pocket which is suitable for carrying things like tees, your gloves, or you can use this to carry golf balls. So I've managed to fit at least 10 golf balls into this top pocket, which has also got a little bit of a kind of waterproof covering on it. Underneath this pocket is the frosty pocket. Now this pocket is designed to carry your cold drinks and to keep them cold, as the name suggests. It's a special foil lined pocket and it can accommodate up to 2 330ml tins of juice or of beer, and it works really, really well, and in my testing has done a great job of keeping those drinks cool. On the side of the bag here, you will also find a long pocket which is suitable for carrying either more golf balls, or in my case, I usually use this to carry a little lightweight jacket, just in case here in Scotland it gets wet. In addition to that, you'll see on top there's also another little pocket. Now this one isn't zipped, but this is the perfect place to store your golf tees, your glove, or maybe even something like your scorecard. Finally, you have another pocket here, and this pocket is a valuables pocket. Now this pocket is a fleece lined pocket, which is perfect for your mobile phone, your car keys, or your wallet, and it also has a little waterproof zipper at the top here. As if that wasn't enough, there is also a little pocket at the top here. Now this works really, really well for things like laser rangefinders, but I did notice during my testing that if the rangefinder is quite big, it can be a little bit tricky getting it in and out. So sometimes I actually just use that for carrying my scorecard or scorecard holder. But if you're looking for an alternative place to put your laser rangefinder, then provided it isn't too big, it'll fit perfectly into this little mesh pocket. In terms of other features, there are these 6 little bands here which can be used to store tees or to store pencils, and something that I haven't seen on any other golf bag before but I love about this bag is there's this little velcro area here with a glove on it, and it's the perfect place to stick your golf glove to when you are maybe going to do some putting and you don't want to keep your glove in your pocket. And I actually use this quite a lot more than I thought I would. Hopefully you are enjoying this video. Now I would love to know your initial thoughts on the Sunday Golf Loma, so let me know in the comments area below if there's any features that really stand out to you, or if there's anything that you think is missing from this golf bag that should be on a standard pencil bag. Whilst you're there, please do consider hitting that like button if you're enjoying this video, and if you've not done so already, please do also subscribe to the channel to show your support. Anyway, let's get back to this video where we're going to cover the main pros and cons of the Sunday Golf Loma. So let's kick things off with what the bag does really, really well. The Loma is an incredibly sleek and lightweight golf bag. It weighs less than 1 kilo, it is super easy to move around from one place to another, and it can fit all of the clubs that you'll need for a round on a par 3 course, as well as being able to carry some beers, some golf balls, some tees, your coat, and your valuables. So what more could you want from a little bag like this? In addition to that, it has a stand, it also has this super helpful handle, and it is just a really nice quality, well-made golf bag. Finally, it does only cost £120, which makes it an extremely affordable option. Now the Loma really is an outstanding golf bag, but there are a couple of little things that I think it could do slightly better. It's important to be aware that it only has one strap, so if you're looking for a crossover strap for more support, then you'll need to probably look at the Loma XL model. In addition to that, there is the restriction on the number of clubs you can carry. Of course, it is a pencil bag. 6 I think is a fair number, but if you're looking to carry a few more, or if you have those jumbo grips, you might struggle even getting to 6 clubs. There is also the lack of side padding like I mentioned earlier, so if you do tend to carry the bag around the back, then it may become a little bit uncomfortable. But if you're carrying it at your side, it shouldn't really be a problem. The final thing to mention in terms of slight drawbacks is the material it's made from is not waterproof. So whilst it might keep the water out in certain areas like this material on this pocket or on this zip here, generally speaking the water is going to be able to get into this bag, and it doesn't come with a rain hood. So what are my final thoughts on this Sunday Golf Loma? If I've got to be honest, it is the best pencil bag I have ever owned. I've never owned a pencil bag that has so many pockets on it, has so many useful features, and is actually just so well thought out. And all that for just £120. It is very affordable, it's a stylish bag, there are 12 different colour options, and it's incredibly lightweight. Even little things like this handle on the top just make it so much easier to move this bag about and just make it a fantastic option for anybody looking for an alternative to their carry bag. As I mentioned earlier, if you are thinking about buying one of these, then feel free to use the link in the description below. There is that discount code, and I've also popped the link in there to the XL model of the Loma, which is slightly bigger and might suit you if you're just looking for an in-between this and a carry bag. Hopefully you have enjoyed this review video. If you have, be sure to hit that like button. If you have any questions at all about the Sunday Golf Loma or anything covered in this video, drop your comments into the comments area below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you haven't done so already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button so that you're notified about any future videos or golf equipment reviews that I release on this channel. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.